Hello, hello. Welcome to North Node Alchemy. Today we are going to look into the energies of the Venus retrograde for your North Node placement. If you're not sure where your North Node is, you can check the description box below. There's a link on my site to my site where you can check the chart and see where the North Node is on your birthday. All right, what else do I need to say here? I'm not sure if I'm going to put this all into one big video or if I'm going to upload each sign separately. I am definitely doing this intro just once. So yes, the Venus retrograde is from March 1st to about the 13th of April in 2025. It's going to start in Aries, or it has already started at the time that I'm doing this reading, in Aries from the 1st till about the 27th of March, and then from the 28th of March to the 13th of April, depending on where you are in the world, it will be in Pisces. Dates may vary depending on where you are in the world, but it's definitely in Pisces. So we're starting in the fire sign of Aries and then moving to the water sign of Pisces. This is also following a very watery, dreamy new moon in Pisces and a very auspicious and rare 7-planet alignment. So it's a time of a lot of possibility to step into your big visions, your biggest, most expansive visions, and to make significant shifts in your inner world, belief system, the vibe that you live in, the vibe you give off, and have the external world respond to that change almost immediately. What else can I say about this? Well, I'll take you through the spread that I co-created with my guides and some beings who I work with who reside in the upper echelons of Venus. I'm using the Flower of Venus pattern here, which is just a diagram that shows the dance between Venus and Earth as they orbit the sun. This pattern takes about 5 Venus cycles, or approximately 8 years, to create in the sky. And we're going to start with, let me get my notes. Where are my notes? Okay. In the center, we're going to have an oracle card that denotes the central theme. And then we're going to do the past self, present attributes, that being like some characteristics, traits that energies that you are working with that are working in your favor, let's say, or maybe not. Let's see. I don't want to get ahead of myself there. And then we have the future attribute, or the attribute to embody at the top. We'll talk about the energies that will be stirred up and energies presented during the Venus retrograde for you. And then we'll exit this pattern to see how you will exit the retrograde, or the resolution point of this stir up of energies that will be happening over the next 6 to 8 weeks, possibly beyond. They're telling me 90 days. So there's the energies that are stirred up during this time this is just a catalyst, but there'll be a lot of significant reorganization of energies during this period, the retrograde period, and the weeks following. So I'm going to jump right in to each sign. Thanks for sticking around for the intro, and enjoy your reading. Hello, Libra North Node. Welcome to your Venus retrograde reading. I'd like some aromatherapy here. Okay, so let's open with your first oracle card. What do we have for Libra North Node, please? Libra North Node. What do they need to know? Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, and grounded action. I don't mean to throw your card over there, but I got to grab the guidebook and I will read this card for you. P for plant. Okay. Invite your soul to come all the way in, from your knees to your nose, your cheeks to your toes. Fully embody your life. Drop the defensive walls. Let your soul land and occupy each and every cell. Anchor all parts of you into the here and now. Life is here even when death is here. Birth isn't possible without it, and you came here to birth this world anew. Don't you remember? Fully commit to living this life. Put your 2 feet and your ancient soul wholly and completely in. This is the card of the one who's committed to being the bridge between heaven and earth, the embodied mystic. They know that they don't need to denounce either heaven or earth. Rather, they are a weaver of worlds, here to embody their soul more and more with each new day, here to weave the sacred back into everyday life. This card is an invitation to commit more fully to your life as a soul having a human experience, to invite your soul to grow roots that reach deep so you can grow tall, to commit to your humanity and your expansion at once. The rose invites us to embrace all stages of life on earth, from the buds to the bloom, from the cutting back to the fruit. Her beauty and sweet scent are an embodiment of heaven, a nectarous reward for being here. The rose reminds us to take a moment to properly enjoy the sweetness and that heaven really can be a place on earth. The soul inquiry here is, how can you commit more to your life? So Venus retrograde is asking you, is asking you that question. How can you commit more to your life? And it's asking you, are you happy with what you've created? I say that sentence quite a bit in North Node readings, but yes, are you happy with what you've created? And even if you're not, there's something about embracing and accepting that you had a hand in it. And that being something that you say, hey, I've had a hand in this, and if I don't like it, I'm going to change it. Some of you are being called, Libra North Node, to live, to come out of your imagination if you've been living there too long, to come out of that. And not to say, it's more like, not, okay, let me clear up my throat chakra before I continue. I've created a collection of workbooks for each North Node sign. Connect with your soul's desires and take an introspective journey into your North Node astrology. This workbook contains self-reflection exercises, guided meditations, and a curated Spotify playlist to accompany on your journey of alignment. Discover your soul today and download your workbook at feministalchemist.com. It is to say that you should take the daydreaming and imaginings and root them into action and possibility by believing them to be real and to fully be present in your life. For some of you, there are things that you could be enjoying that you're not enjoying. So if you have gone into retreat mode for some reason, you're being asked to, well, let's see what you're being asked to do. You're being asked to participate. Hence the 3 of Pentacles here. So in the past, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah, there's some type of retreat. This is what I was feeling mid-sentence. Retreating. If there was a deception, if the world has felt unfair, especially dealing with people. You're dealing with people and like they're just don't understand you. They're bullying, they're out for their own benefits. You're not finding common ground with them. They're being deceptive, they're conning, they're being superficial. Whatever it is on the list, but I'm feeling a retreat from a deception or something that led to not really having a trusted group of friends and not collaborating with people. Now, the hermit is not out here, but I did feel like a hermit type of energy when I was shuffling the tarot. And the Three of Pentacles in your present energy is saying, like, get out and mix and mingle with people. Be a part of life. Be a part of things that you're interested in. Be a part of society. If you feel that you're already doing this, it's just time to explore different groups that don't hang out in groups that are just because that's always what you've done, because you have, those are the places and spaces that you've always been in. It's time to explore new places and spaces, because the energy that you're being asked to or being guided to embody through this Venus retrograde is about fair exchange, charitable action. Perhaps you should volunteer as well. For some of you, I'm getting, if you have been through traumatic events, group therapies, support groups, or if you've made it through to the other side and in some way, but still feel lost on how to move forward, being a volunteer, like, for example, if you had experienced homelessness and now you have a small place, but it's a weird change of environment for you. I'm giggling because it's like that feeling of, I should be grateful to be here, but I feel just out of sorts because it's weird to me. And so, sorry, let me just finish my thought. My sentence there is, if you've been through, for example, homelessness, you could then go back and volunteer at a homeless shelter, for example. If you have recovered from an addiction, you can become a counselor or a sponsor, or you can just go volunteer to sweep up the church space where the meetings take place, right? Or you can continue to go to meetings and support others. So there's something about here, there being an equal give and take, about something that you have to offer that others can benefit from, and that you will receive more in return than you would necessarily expect. And there's an emotional fulfillment here that's awaiting you when you participate in life and trust again in people and trust in life. If there's a lot of situations coming, scarcity, there's something around money, like having gone through a period of lack or a period of financial hardship where you may be afraid to spend on yourself, afraid to buy certain things, afraid to eat out. And they're reminding you that life is here for you to enjoy as well. Oh, this is the wrong deck. No wonder. I have to continue with the tarot. So yes, reminding you that life is here to enjoy. You're not just here to survive. You're here to thrive. You're here to grow. You're here to enjoy life. You're here to enjoy friendships and experiences. You're here to eat good food and wear nice clothes, as far as not by anyone else's standards of what that means, by what you consider that to be. Okay, so Libra North Node, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, as I said, lack, poverty, um, money issues. These are coming up to be healed in the Venus retrograde cycle because they have left whatever you have experienced in terms of loss. They just want me to use the word loss. Some of you, it is money, but a loss of physical security, whatever there is in terms of loss here. This is coming up because it has left its imprint on you. And if it's not cleared, then you will keep attracting those experiences. So that's why we have here the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to be learning. You have a lot of pentacles, like your whole reading is pentacles. And you have 8. In some decks, the strength card is 8, but here it's 11. You're going to be, I feel that you're going to be learning about equal give and take when it comes to relationships, but especially when it comes to material things. You're going to be learning how to better manage finances. You're going to be learning you may be learning how to invest. If you're interested in investing, you may be learning how to multiply your money. So this could also be investing in yourself. You could come into the money to be able to take a course or to be able to pay for something that's needed in your business if you have one. Or you may find a way to create more wealth for yourself. And you will be looking into they're literally showing me the lion's mouth here. Looking down into the lion's mouth of your fears, taming your fears. The fear that something that has happened before will happen again. And this could be in relationships, and this could be in, obviously with Pentacles, it feels more physical. But if there were losses that were based on some of your relationships, business, family, personal, you are coming into balance with that during this retrograde period. You are taking the lessons and trusting that you and the universe can bring a different result than you've experienced in the past. I'm also getting that you are capable. If you failed at something before, or someone convinced you that you would never be able to do something on your own, you're going to find that you're able to do it on your own. Or you're going to find that you have found the people that you can work with, that you found the support, you found the motivation, people that motivate you, you found people that believe in you. And getting that if you've been thinking of doing something that, and this could be anything, but live, Venus retrograde is asking you to not be afraid of life. It's asking you to trust life, to live life for the sake of living life. Okay. There's nothing that you not engaging in life will not stop life from happening. It will just happen without you being engaged in it. And then you may look back and say, what happened to the last 5 or 7 years? And this is what Venus retrograde would like you to not end up, the conversation they don't want you to be having with yourself come this time in 7 years for 8 years. We have the Knight of Chalices on your energy leaving the retrograde, and we have the Ace of Chalices or Cups. So, two things: a new emotional reality when you leave this retrograde cycle, a lot around your wealth in all forms, wealth of friendships, wealth of social life, your ability to enjoy your life, your ability to be emotionally engaged with life, to allow yourself happy moments, sad moments, joyful moments, for it all to be okay, right? Um, Taking the ups with the downs and creating this integrated experience. If you're wondering how you can work with the North Node in your life, check out my free tip sheet for living in your North Node. It helps you move with conscious awareness and offers practical steps for integrating the North Node in your life. This 2-page download gives you a summary of your North Node sign and a chart of key actions that you can take. Download your free tip sheet today at feministalchemist.com. I am getting, they keep saying it to me, so I'm just going to say it. I was trying to finish another sentence first. There may be a new love coming in. That new love can be a person, but this new love, I feel it can also be yourself, or a new lust for life, a revived passion for living is what this Venus retrograde, how you have the potential to exit this cycle. Let's get a final oracle from the fairies. I'm gonna take that one. Is there another one? I'm gonna take that one. Okay. Lost and found. Oh, see something. Today's readings are very nice. In that the energies, like, they come together, they're coming together very like bookends, if you will. It's like a nice story. And it's nice not to feel completely confused during a reading. So the card says, what was once lost is about to be found thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. So as we said, a lost passion, you may have lost material things, you may have lost friends or family, or just your zest for living and desire to live fully. So reading from the book, The Lost and Found Fairy collects lost treasures and keeps them for a rainy day, revealing them when they're needed most. She is attracted to shiny things and often keeps company with magpies and crows, for they too have a keen eye for things that sparkle. If you see these birds, this fairy is probably nearby. If you've misplaced something, either materially or spiritually, call on this helpful fairy to find it. She will often leave little hints, tips, and clues. She may remind you to be practical. For example, if you've lost your keys, retrace your last steps in your mind. Where were you when you last saw them? This fairy often appears in autumn and winter time. In autumn, animals often bury food, ready to sustain themselves during the colder months, and seeing them do this could be a sign to stash away the things that will sustain you too during this period. These could be material things such as food or money. Remember, she is a very practical fairy. Or you might stash away cherished memories inside your heart and tap into them whenever you need a spiritual boost. The Lost and Found fairy also reminds us that it's okay to lose things. Perhaps you never really needed them anyway, or their time and purpose has been served. It's no use crying over spilt milk could also be the message she brings. Let it go, get a cloth, and clean it up. then go and get some more milk, ideally vegan nut milk, okay, if you really need it. Yes. So I'll leave that to resonate with you as it will. And I hope this reading was helpful to you, Libra North Node. I wish you all the best. Do like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And I will see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.